Alright, in this video I'm going to show you something called inter-process communication, which is very important and which is a mechanism which is allowing other stuff to work seamlessly. Okay, so to give you some sort of demonstration about the component it consists of and the stuff it is having in the system, so you will get a better idea. Okay, so without further delay, let me get into my Emacs, and I have jotted down something, in fact to get it from straight from the Wikipedia just for your reference. Just mention if I don't forget it. It has got three components: message queue, shared memory, and semaphore array. These three things are main components of inter-process communication. Okay, so message queue is something which implements an asynchronous communication pattern between two or more processes, threads, whereby the sending and receiving party do not need to interact with the message queue at the same time. Okay, shared memory if two processes share the same memory segment, and semaphore array is a kind of variable which can go up and down depending on the situation. Okay, so these three components consist of IPC, in turn inter-process communication, and in Linux there are few binaries apart from libraries to get the stuff regarding those inter-process communication can be seen. Okay, so let me open up a terminal for you to show you how the stuff can be seen on terminal. Okay, so Ctrl X2 and Ctrl XT. So the binary it is called IPsec. Okay, so if I wanted to see queue, IPsec queue, it shows message queue and it doesn't have anything. Okay, likewise if I want to see the semaphore value, see, these are the semaphore value I have. Okay, likewise if I want to see the shared memory segment. Okay, so now if I wanted to see more information about this, then you can see here is an, you see, this is shared memory. If I do -m -i, see, you can see right on the bottom of the screen it show you what is the UID, GID. These are the normal stuff, UID, CGID, and modes, access permission, bytes, right? So this is very informative if you are curious enough how the underlying stuff work. Okay, so let me show you more examples so you can show you the message queue PID. So before running this binary IPC, I'm expecting you to have a minimal understanding how the IPC work. Okay, And there are several others. If I do, and if you want to see everything at once, just press A. Everything will be at once shown to you. Okay, and if I do, and if I see, and it will be showing you the timing on the when it's changed, detected, and all this stuff, right? So if I started to explain each and everything here, it might take few hours. I'm just bringing it up to your notice if you missed out some case. This is a binary called IPsec, which has got other binaries I'll show you in a minute. Okay, like you can create with IPC MK, okay, or you can delete stuff IPC RM. Okay, these binaries are also there, and importantly, these binaries are part of util Linux package. Okay, so if you have util Linux package, you are supposed to having these binaries. Okay, so let me try to give you more information if I can. If I do, here is the limit what it is at present. Max queue system wide, max size of message. Okay, so to decipher all this, you need to have a little bit of background. Sorry, I cannot explain you each and everything to you right now. I don't want to clobber your head with a lot of information at once, so I'm leaving it for you to peek onto it at your leisure to understand more. Then come back here and watch this video again to make it a sense, to make the sense of what you read and what I'm running. Okay, so again, if I do okay, so this is the status. Okay, so this binary can give you lots of information about the inter-process communication in the system. Okay, and here is something I need to point it out to you. Which I think it's I'm extracting out a particular section from the man page for your reference. This is a part where it is saying the current implementation of IPsec obtained information about the available IPsec resources by parsing the file proxies v IPsec. In my few 2 videos back, I covered with the proxy system, where that's a virtual file system created when the Linux boots up. So a lot of binary take cues out of it, as I mentioned it in that particular videos also, as you can see it from here written. So there are different library calls are there, messagectl and all the IPC stat which used to use. Okay, so if you are curious enough, and the man page is not too big, believe me, it is very short and very descriptive, so spend 5-10 minutes will be good enough for you to go through it, provided you have the background of it beforehand. Okay, but it is very important to know if you start to delve with this kind of system, open system we call, so you are bound to encounter this kind of stuff. If I get some sort of motivation or inclination, I might cover another video with much more detail, with a producer consumer example to write it and show it how it might be affected, how it can be used. So this video is not that detailed. I'm just bringing it up to your notice that there is a binary. If you have a little bit of understanding of inter-process communication, you can extract out and get the stuff in front of you. Now the interpretation is depending on your understanding. Okay, so and one more thing, so let me take you to there are other commands, as I mentioned, IPCMK to create the message queue, shared memory, and all this stuff. You can do so. Likewise, you can remove the stuff which is not by IPCRM. Okay, IPCRM. Okay, like IPCMK. Okay, these binaries are accompanying with this. This is part of util Linux package. Okay, I highly recommend you to please look into them. It is not big. You need to trust me. When I am suggesting you to look at the man pages, that means I went through it first and I don't find it overwhelming or too much. That is why I'm insisting you to please give it a glance. It won't take you more than 5 to 7 minutes time to read through it. Again, I am saying you have to have a certain kind of understanding of inter-process communication from somewhere else, then lean on it. So things become much more easier. As I shown you few example, right? So you can use this binary and use this flag to get all this information you need to know about it. You can create, you can destroy, whatever you like to do, but it will give you some sort of understanding of the internals, which is very important. If not now, after going through some detailed information which I encourage you to look into, probably in some books or in some online material from authentic sources. Once you understand, come back here and look at it in this video. Or if you are already familiar with it and it somehow skip your repertoire that this kind of binaries exist, it happened to everyone. We missed out so many things. The binary probably there, but after so many years of using some other mechanism, I suddenly discovered, oh, there is a binary which could have done something what I have been trying to do it in a different way for years. Okay, it happened to people. It's very normal. So this is a very important thing you should understand. So you should spend time behind it to get the understanding. Okay, it will help you. Okay, I hope this brief video will give you some sort of heads up to your journey towards Linux internals or overall Linux system. Thanks.